You're at work, juggling multiple priorities, and then it happens. You greenlight a project that turns into a money pit. Or maybe you send an email in the heat of the moment and regret it instantly. Sound familiar? For most of us, bad decisions at work feel like a recurring nightmare. But here's the good news. You can break free from this cycle. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how. Why does it matter? Poor decisions don't just cost you time or money. They can erode your confidence, damage relationships with colleagues, and even stall your career growth. But imagine this: making clear, confident choices every day. It's possible, and the journey to better decision making starts now. Let's get some help from science. Studies show that our brains are wired to take shortcuts, called cognitive biases. For example, the confirmation bias makes us focus only on information that supports our beliefs, while the availability bias makes recent events seem more important than they are. If you've ever overreacted to a single bad review or stuck to a failing strategy because you were emotionally invested, you've experienced these firsthand. Example: think about a manager who ignores warning signs in a failing project because they've already spent too much time or money on it. This is the sunk cost fallacy in action, and it leads to terrible decisions. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to changing them. Okay, let's leave behind the chaos of bad decisions and step into a more deliberate approach. The first step: awareness. Start by asking yourself, why am I making this decision? What's influencing me? Once you begin to analyze your thought process, you're already on the path to better outcomes. Here's where it gets tricky. You'll encounter obstacles like time pressure. When decisions are rushed, mistakes are common. Too much information, paralysis by analysis, can be just as bad as rushing. Groupthink, going along with others just to avoid conflict. Here's how to tackle them. Time pressure. Use the 10-10-10 rule. Ask yourself, how will I feel about this decision in 10 minutes, 10 months, and 10 years? Too much information. Filter for relevance. Focus on the data that impacts the outcome most. Groupthink. Play the devil's advocate or invite someone to challenge your perspective. Let's level up by using proven frameworks. One great tool is the decision matrix. Write down all your options. Assign weights to factors like cost, impact, or time. Score each option and choose the one with the highest total. Example: imagine you're deciding between two vendors for a project. Instead of going with your gut, you use a decision matrix and discover that vendor B, who seemed less impressive at first glance, actually scores higher because they're more cost effective and reliable. Even with all this, you might still face moments of doubt. What if the decision turns out wrong despite your effort? Remember, perfection isn't the goal, progress is. Bad decisions will still happen occasionally, but the key is learning from them. Example: think of Elon Musk making bold decisions about Tesla's direction. Not all worked out, but his willingness to reflect and adjust kept the company innovative. Here's the payoff. When you start making smarter decisions, you'll notice changes. Your team will trust your judgment, your workload will feel more manageable, and you'll spend less time second guessing yourself. You'll also find a boost in your personal confidence, a treasure that impacts every area of your life. Better decision making has a ripple effect. It enhances your productivity, strengthens relationships, and makes you a role model for others. Suddenly, you're the go to person for solving problems, and your career is moving in the right direction. The tools and strategies you've learned here aren't just for big decisions, they apply to everyday choices too. Should you delegate that task? Should you speak up in that meeting? You now have the skills to answer these questions with confidence. You don't have to be stuck in a cycle of bad decisions. Start small. Analyze one choice you'll make today using these strategies. Let me know in the comments how it worked for you. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more content that helps you grow at work and in life.